Refill a SodaStream CO2 canister. So basically these cost 15 bucks just to get refilled. That's outrageous when you can actually refill them for about $1 or $2 actually, because you can refill it with dry ice by taking off the top and refilling it. It's only like $1.50 for this dry ice. It's at like local Safeway, and you can refill it. Actually, you can refill it for. You could actually refill it like about at least one time because it's 14 ounces of CO2, and the pound is only $1.50, so it costs like $1.50 to refill. So yeah, all you need is your CO2 canister, and what you have to do is actually take off the little valve. So you can actually crush up the dry ice and put it in there, because dry ice is a solid form of CO2, and then it will compress and turn to liquid when it's in the canister. So yeah, it takes 14 ounces, 14.5 ounces, and you're going to need to measure how much to put in. You don't want to put too much in, so you want to put only probably less than 14 ounces, so just to be on the safe side. So first measure your CO2 canister and zero it out, and it weighs 24 ounces without the CO2 in it, and you just subtract that from the CO2 you put in it. So yeah, it's pretty simple. So you're probably gonna need a wrench or whatever. And what you need to do is make sure it's empty and everything, and no pressure is in it, and just if there's anything left, just press the little top to relieve all the pressure. So, and this is the safety release valve, and you want to unscrew that. So yeah. So if there is any pressure, it will come out, and also when the pressure builds up, it will you can hear it coming out, the CO2. And you're going to need to get probably a vice grip or some kind of grip to actually unscrew this part, because this is really screwed on, so they don't want you to remove this. And it's got a gasket in it. You don't want to lose that. Make sure you don't lose that. Whatever. I already did it, so you're probably going to need a vice to take that off. And you have to do that. So, and what you get is just a canister with an opening, and you're probably going to want a funnel, so you can funnel the crushed dry ice into it. And you're going to need 14 ounces of the dry ice. So yeah. Okay. So you're going to need to crush it up. You don't want to touch the dry ice with your hands, so be careful, because it's negative 109 degrees Fahrenheit, and that will burn your fingers. Basically, burn it. Actually, that's what super cold does. That's what hot does. It burns. It freezes, but it's also called burn. This shit is cold. We actually got 3 pounds of it, and you probably can use it for other stuff like play around with it. You should get some good gloves. So that's dry ice there. Solid form of CO2 that's compressed. You want to crush this up into like little pieces, basically. If you got a hammer or something like that, or a mallet. Seriously. Okay, so you gotta crush it up, and you're gonna want to scoop it up and then put it into the. There's my ghetto funnel. Okay. Okay, and you want to crush it up. You can, if you can. Try using it. That's not going to work. Okay, this is going to be a pain. There we go. I just went through that. You want to be the cameraman, Paul?
Sure.
You gotta get these big chunks all broken up. You get a bad towel that you don't want. There's dry ice, which is heavier than air, so it sinks. Get some
What is
big
that?
chunks. In there, start crushing up more small pieces until it's like powder. And it'll save you a lot of money compared to paying $15 for a refill. They say you save money, but you don't. It's not worth it. Soda, if you pay $15 for a CO2 refill, which doesn't even cost much, you can get a paintball tank refilled for $1, which has a lot more CO2. Not like it's expensive. And they make it tricky because they have a special valve on it actually. Punch it a little bit. This is going to take a while. Try to keep it pure CO2, not all dirty and crap, because then it's going to get all contaminated and everything. This wrench works way better than a hammer. Crushing up stuff. Shit. This might take a little bit of time, but you're going to save a lot of money. That's probably good enough for now. There's that powdered dry ice. A little bit. Still needs to be crushed. A little bit more.
I need to skip through it.
Probably will skip. If I'm not too lazy.
Shit.
Need a bigger towel.
How cold is it?
It's cold, you don't want to touch it. Burn your fingers.
No.
Freeze your fingers.
Burn your finger.
That's what it is, a burn. Same thing. Removes oxygen from your hands. I mean, removes the water and moisture from your hands. That's what a burn is. Basically. Freeze.
It's even cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It's negative 109 degrees Fahrenheit. And it turns to a gas instantly at this temperature. It doesn't go back to liquid unless it's under pressure. Here, put this in a thing of water. See what happens. It boils.
I don't want to touch it.
Don't touch it with the... Get a paper towel.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it is. Hold it until it...
I'll use this thing. This will work.
My
Will
hands are
this work?
even cold.
Will this work?
That'll work. It's gonna freeze the rubber.
Put it in water. Feels hot.
basically
Put in a little doggy bowl.
so now you just want to pour it into your CO2, which is zeroed out. Just turn it on. Make sure it's zeroed out. Put the ounces, and then you want to put about 14 ounces in. Now it's plugged up. Try to shake it out. Let me warm my hands up a little more. Hopefully they're not numb. That'll be good. Melting on the CO2 canister. It's making that noise because it's hitting, the gas is vibrating the metal. When it's melting, it's just turning to gas.
What's in that can anyways?
Water. CO2.
What's making that noise?
Because the bubbles, like it's bubbling, turn to gas real quickly, so it's like making a noise when it hits it.
Oh.
Or whatever.
Rice is down the drain. It's still bubbling. Wow.
Okay, well I got like no CO2 in there. Got like a gram maybe. That might work though. Pour in slowly. Put the powder in.
But this thing's cold.
It chunks up.
Oh shit, don't let it step on that.
Oh good, it'll evaporate.
It's not gonna hurt anyways if it hits your foot. It's crack. It's powder. Can't get away. It's a meth lab. You have a good experience.
That looks better. Sorry it's so long. Make sure we get it. Get all that CO2 in there. Snap. Right. Thing went out. as quickly as possible. Holy shit, that's cold. The CO2 tank will condense, and then it will compress once it gets to normal room temperature. Sure is that is evaporating very fast. I do this quickly. You probably want a ventilated room, so you don't get no oxygen in this room. Okay. See the weight. And it's at 31 ounces, so we need some more. Shit, I missed. Oh well. It'll clean up by itself. It will evaporate. It's about halfway filled. to get all the little pieces out. It's about halfway filled. Yeah, it's about halfway filled, so that's good. And you'll put the cap back on, and you basically release the valve, so you let some out of the CO2, and then if you want to get to the proper weight, you can let more out if you are up too much, and you just close it up, tighten the valve, the one-way valve, and you just put it in. It should be go. You just let it turn to gas, back into the liquid or whatever. It should be fine. Goodbye. I'll also go to the links in the description. You can make money, get stuff free, and all kinds of awesome stuff. I made like $100 off of it just by playing games and posting shit on Facebook. It's easy. Goodbye. Thank you. Okay, so now we're at the full amount. Okay, and you just clean that top off a little bit. And you take your cold hands off. Looks like the CO2 canister is at negative 100 degrees. So that sounds good. Yeah. Negative 109 degrees, so you want gloves still. And you can actually hear the gas coming out of the safety release valve that you unscrewed. And if it's not, then you probably lost your gasket. So you want to tighten that up, just like it was before, probably on a vice grip. So tighten that valve up as tight as you can get it. And that's the CO2 gas pushing on the metal, making a vibration. I can hear the gas escaping out of this container. Okay, so now you just want to close the safety release valve when it's at the right weight in CO2, and you want to wait for the container to go back to room temperature. And you want to close that safety release valve so you don't lose all your CO2.
How much longer is it going to take till we can have some soda?
Couple seconds.
Co2, it's that cold now?
Yeah, it's cold. Don't touch it.
Why?
I touched it a little bit and it wasn't good.
It hurt? I just want to touch it. What'll happen if I touch it?
It'll freeze to your skin.
Oh, like it does with ice?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
We'll get pressure. I got pressure now.
So, rate, subscribe, and favorite it or whatever. Save money on CO2 for your SodaStreams. Yeah. This is back again. That after a little bit after the actual CO2 has turned into liquid, a little bit after it's heated up and started to basically you can hear it's actually a liquid inside and it's compressed now. So the CO2, carbon dioxide, is now compressed basically, and it's ready to go almost after probably maybe 1 day wait. You can hear that as you can CO2. So now it's pressurized and it's full. Got a bunch of condensation on here from the air, and it's cold. You don't want to touch it still. Make sure you bang it. Actually, with the wrench on it, you can bang it on a towel to make sure it's sealed, or use vice grips again to actually get it. You can also, sorry, I didn't say this in the beginning, use the bang on it to actually unscrew it also. So yeah, that's how you refill a CO2 canister for nothing basically. And it's you can get it filled yourself, do it yourself easily. You don't have to get all these gauges and CO2 tanks. All you need is dry ice. That's it. So yeah, you can also use this for other tanks. It's like a paintball tank you can do it on. You don't have to have some air pump or whatever shit. Get real CO2 that's compressed. Yep. Okay.